You're listening to the WWNO Classical Network. Hi, this is Paul Mawson. Each week we check in with Dave Walker and find out what's going on in the museum scene. That's because Dave is host of the website that knows all, themuseumgoer.com. Welcome back.
Thanks, Paul. Good to see you.
All right, a jam-packed week this week. What do you got? What are you looking at?
This week offers a last chance opportunity to visit the exhibit Most Fortunate Unfortunates, the Jewish Orphans Home of New Orleans at the Museum of the Southern Jewish Experience. A free concluding public program is scheduled for 6 p.m. Thursday and will be offered in person and online. The final day to see the exhibit is Sunday, January 25th. The program will focus on the continuing legacies of the home. Representatives of the Jewish Children's Regional Service, which assumed non-residential services for Jewish children when the home closed in 1946, and Isidore Newman School, founded to educate students from the home, will participate, as will family members of its former residents. More on the exhibit and event at msje.org.
Yeah, now I remember when this first opened and we talked about it, and now it's the last chance kind of closing. So, can you expand a little on some of those elements that were in that?
Sure, it's a really, really neat exhibit with lots of great New Orleans history. Based on author and historian Marlene Tressman's book, from which the exhibit takes its title, Most Fortunate Unfortunate, features a handwritten registration book dating to 1855 that shows the intake entries for a brother and sister. The record shows that she had a very pleasant disposition. Her brother, not so much. Annie Schneider's scrapbook of photos, saved when she was a resident in the early 20th century, is an incredible look into the daily life of these children, said Michael Jacobs, MSJE's collections and exhibits curator. There's a video display in the exhibit presenting alumni profiles and oral history interviews. One voice there, resident Ralph Bierman, recalls the novelties of a daily shower and clean clothes. And that was quite a revelation to me because I didn't live like that before that time, he says, and I loved it. And finally, there's a cardboard suitcase that resident David Testa, admitted from Houston in 1920, carried when he left the home in 1934. As I said here in my earlier segment about this exhibit, it's hard to see it and not imagine a little man's hand holding it as he departed the home, bound for the rest of his life. In public programs, Friends of the Cabildo will screen the film Member of the Club, Black Aristocracy Through the Eyes of an African-American Debutante and Her Matriarchal Family at 6 p.m. today at the New Orleans Jazz Museum. More at friendsofthecabildo.org. An International Holocaust Remembrance Day commemorative program will take place Tuesday at the National World War II Museum. A 5 p.m. present reception will precede the free 6 p.m. program, which will be presented in person and online. More at nationalww2museum.org. And finally, since it is the season, there's a great destination for anticipatory study as Mardi Gras approaches. The Historic New Orleans Collection has aggregated deep carnival resources on its website. Visit there for video content, oral histories, archival footage, and blog posts. Topics covered include the music of Mardi Gras, black masking Indians, carnival couture, black carnival culture, and the North Side Skull and Bone Gang, who annually remind observers, you next.
Well, lots to explore, and you can find out more about anything we've talked about at Dave's website, themuseumgoer.com, and also a video of our conversation. Dave, thanks so much, and we will see you next week.
See you then. Thank you.